From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's going on. News Wabash County residents have been waiting on. Wabash County Treasurer Angela Brewster announcing that 2024 payable and 2025 real estate tax bills were mailed out this morning. Due dates for first installment will be Friday, January 9th. The second installment will be due Monday, February 9th. You can make payments in person at the drop box out front of the courthouse, by mail, or at First National, First Mid, or First Banks in Mount Carmel and Allendale. Credit card payments can be made online at govtechtaxpro.com. Before paying taxes, make sure you are receiving your appropriate exemptions. And if you have questions, contact the Supervisor of Assessments at 618-262-4463. If you have a question about the tax bill, call the Treasurer's Office at 618-262-5262. After your 24 payable 25 taxes are paid in full, you can sign up for the prepayment plan for 25 payable in 2026 taxes. The deadline for 2025 payable 2026 prepayments will be June 30th of 2026. The city of Mount Carmel is set to install a flock safety camera system at the major entrances to the city. WSJD reports the cameras will track incoming and outgoing vehicle license plates. The system will be paid for using TIF funds and will cost some $23,900. That includes the initial installation and setup, then $10,000 annually for the service. The flock system will help law enforcement identify vehicles involved in crimes, track potentially stolen vehicles, and improve overall safety. Meanwhile, Mount Carmel city officials broke ground on the new Mount Carmel Aquatic Center last week, kicking off the construction phase of the project. WSJD says that Mount Carmel Mayor Joe Judge says that construction on the bathhouse and pump rooms will begin in January, and then once the Illinois Department of Public Health approves final plans, construction could begin in March or April on the facility itself. In Wayne County Court back on Thursday, 3 people who entered guilty pleas as part of negotiated agreements received their sentence. 41-year-old James Chambers of Fairfield pled guilty to failing to register as a sex offender and was given 3 years in state prison, credited for 48 days served at the county jail, and as part of the plea, one additional case was dismissed. 37-year-old Nicole Parker of Fairfield pled guilty to child abandonment and was given 2 years probation and must also complete parenting classes, pay $200 in restitution to victims, and undergo an alcohol and drug assessment through a court-approved agency. 2 additional cases were dismissed as part of the plea deal. And 29-year-old Austin Hawley of Iuka pled guilty to burglary in connection with an offense dating back to December of 2021 and was sentenced to 4 years in prison, credited for days served at the county jail in order to pay $3,000 in restitution to the victim. 2 additional cases were dismissed as part of that plea. And meanwhile, a federal judge in Benton has sentenced a Lawrenceville man to 188 months behind bars for distributing meth in Lawrence County. 49-year-old Jeffrey S. Metz pled guilty to 4 counts of distribution of meth. After the prison sentence, he'll serve 4 years of supervised release. According to court documents, Metz admitted to distributing more than 25 grams of meth in Lawrence County in October and November of last year. On Friday, Lawrenceville police arrested 39-year-old Jessica Bartimus of Lawrenceville on charges of domestic battery. WAKO reporting she was taken to the county jail. And also in Lawrence County, state police arrested 56-year-old Cherie Pilarowski of Vincennes Thursday in Westport on a charge of possession of meth. She was taken to the county jail and later released on a notice to appear. A pair of recent crashes in Fairfield. WFIW says authorities were called to a 2-vehicle crash Saturday at East Delaware and South First Streets in downtown Fairfield. Reports indicate while the vehicles sustained minor damage, one individual reported neck injuries and was taken to the hospital for evaluation. Meanwhile, a 2-vehicle crash Friday morning on South First and Broadway Streets. One individual taken to Fairfield Memorial Hospital for treatment of injuries. Fairfield police are investigating those crashes. Wayne County Crime Stoppers offering a reward for information leading to those responsible for entering the residence of Linda Smith and stealing her Apple laptop and medication. Anyone with information is urged to call or text Crime Stoppers at 618-842-9777. All tips may remain anonymous. WRUL reports that the Carmi City Council heard from local banks Thursday as they continue to explore ways to get a handle on credit card fees. Looking at the proposals, potential savings ranged from $25,000 to $30,000 per month. Mayor Bill Stendebach said officials need to further review those various proposals before deciding on next action. The Lawrence County Board has approved an increase 2025 property tax levy. The estimated total taxes to be levied in 2025 are some $3,090,000. That total represents 20.34% of an increase over the previous year. There was a Truth in Taxation hearing held prior to the session, which lasted about 1.5 hours, in which many citizens expressed concerns over rising property taxes and county finances. The board also approved its fiscal year 26 budget and announced they had come to an agreement on a 3-year collective bargaining agreement with the Fraternal Order of Police. Terms of that agreement not disclosed. The IECC Board of Trustees met last week and approved a special meeting for December 9th at 9 a.m. at Wabash Valley College. The meeting, a working session, will have no formal action taken. The December regular meeting will begin at 5 p.m. that day at WVC. The board did approve at their meeting last week the district's estimated tax levy, an estimated aggregate tax rate for the district at some 44 cents per $100 of equalized assessed value, representing a reduction of about 2 cents from the prior year rate. The board did approve an insurance-covered roof repair for the Rowland Nicholas Natatorium at a cost of some $83,000. The board approved using a managed pricing strategy for their next electric supply contract to help control utility costs when the current agreement expires in 2026. In personnel, Ingrida Hartsfield was hired as head women's basketball coach at Wabash Valley. Justin Heath hired as a custodian at WVC, and Eva Richardson was named temporary full-time head softball coach, special project director at Lincoln Trail. A change in status was approved for Brooke Bauer as nursing instructor at Lincoln Trail to nursing instructor at Olney Central. Additional compensation for Julie DeHart as medical lab tech program director for the 2025 fall semester was approved. Resignations were approved for Chad Killinger, head women's basketball coach at WVC, and Amy Gray Drake as trio upward bound counselor at Lincoln Trail. The board's next meeting again will be Tuesday, December 9th in Mount Carmel. Lawrenceville High School is in need of a new principal. The Lawrence Unit 20 board on Tuesday of last week accepted the resignation of Ryan Clark, who had just recently been named to the post in June and began in July, replacing Andrew Malone. No reason given for that resignation. Clark from Vincennes came to Unit 20 from the Vincennes School Corporation, where he had worked as a Clark Middle School administrator. Superintendent Doug Doherty will assume the duties of interim principal until a replacement is found. Meanwhile, the South Gym renovation project at Red Hill Junior Senior High in Bridgeport is almost done. WAKO says school officials say that crews will be working to finish up final punch list items over the next couple of weeks. Once those are finished, a public open house will be announced. The project is being paid for through the sale of over $11 million in general obligation bonds approved in June. In other matters, the Red Hill Board also approved the tentative tax levy, representing a 9.51% increase over the previous year. A Truth in Taxation hearing is set for Wednesday, December 17th at 7:15 p.m. We've got a look at your Thanksgiving week weather forecast straight ahead and plenty of sports to tell you about from the weekend. Stay with us.
It's Christmas Uptown in Mount Carmel, Illinois on Friday, December 5th from 4 to 9 p.m. See Comet, a real live reindeer. Enjoy carriage, train, and Rudolph rides, or take the City Lights trolley tour. Visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus. All attractions are free. A dozen food trucks and over 30 vendors on the street. Visit us on Facebook or download the Christmas Uptown app at ChristmasUptown.com.
Introducing the Student Plus account from First National Bank, a free checking account designed for students and parents alike. With Student Plus, parents stay in control with real-time alerts and spending limits, while students learn to manage money safely and independently. Instant transfers, lost card protection, and customizable features make banking simple for the whole family. Getting started is easy. Just visit any First National Bank of Allendale branch with your student, set up mobile banking, and choose the features that work best for you. Student Plus accounts with First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
At Wabash General Hospital, we're more than healthcare. We are part of the team. Our athletic trainers proudly serve 13 area high schools and 3 junior colleges, standing on the sidelines and in the AT rooms every day. From keeping our athletes healthy to helping them chase their dreams, we're here for every student athlete, every game, every step of the way, from injury to return to play. At Wabash General Hospital, caring for athletes is our game.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather here tonight. Some rain moving in overnight tonight, pushing out early tomorrow, and that's going to bring about a ½ inch of rain, it looks like, to much of the region over the next 24 hours or so. It'll be out of here, we think, largely by noon tomorrow, but there will be some passing showers throughout the day possible. More on that in a bit. 53 degrees, our high temperature today. 44 was the low this morning, all under cloudy skies. Not much in the way of rainfall throughout the day, but that'll be increasing as we move throughout the nighttime hours. And the temperatures are going to take a dive as well. Here is the map as we set the stage. This at 6 o'clock tonight. You can see some rain in the area, and more rain will be moving through. Heaviest rain will fall overnight tonight. All the rain should generally be out of here by early morning tomorrow, mid-morning, let's say. Clouds throughout much of the afternoon, and then as the cold front passes, another wave of showers possible overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Cold air behind that, some of the coldest air we've seen this season. It will be a cloudy start to your Wednesday, but the sun will appear as we move throughout the day, but it will be colder. Rain showers out there tonight. Overnight lows in the upper 40s, near 50 degrees across our area. Then as we go through the day on Tuesday, again, showers will be ending, we think, at least taking a break by mid-morning, and then another chance of rain as the cold front passes later in the night, in the overnight, with high temperatures tomorrow being in the low 60s. We may not see the 60s again for some time. Tuesday night into Wednesday, again, that last wave of shower activity will move through overnight with the cold front coming through. Not a lot of rain with that, but there will be some showers. Overnight lows plummeting into the upper 30s across the region as you wake up on Wednesday morning. And then on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, not a lot of warmth. It'll be a partly to mostly sunny day, but the temperatures won't feel very warm. We'll be struggling into the low 40s to the north, mid 40s to the south of Interstate 64. And then as we go throughout the extended forecast, much colder air on Thursday, partly cloudy skies, 41 degrees, the lows getting into the low 20s on Thanksgiving night. We'll try to get to 40 under sunshine on Friday, and then our next weather maker comes in on Saturday. Right now, it looks like it could be a rain-snow mix event. High of 41, ending as rain Sunday and Monday as the highs rebound into the upper 40s near low 50s, but we'll keep an eye on Saturday for you for sure. That's your forecast. We'll talk sports next.
Prices are falling at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get up to $9,400 off a new Jeep Wrangler or a Ram 1500 with 0% financing and no pay for 90 days. Come in today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Your best deals are at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a Pacifica with $6,200 off MSRP or lease a Durango for $474 a month. See them for details and go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
811, if you're not familiar with that, the Julie program in the state of Illinois. It's actually nationwide, but that's a free service. The utilities take care of that. Customer wanting to dig or plant flowers or fence posts or something like that, call that service, give us 2 business days, that's the law, 2 business days notice. We'll come out, we'll locate all the underground utilities in your area and make sure that you know where you're able to dig and you can dig safely, and we're protected and you're protected that way.
We will tell you all the weekend sports scores tomorrow night. We're out of time for tonight. Kyle Peach, have a good one.